just take a second and realize that I hit 200,000 subscribers today, the day I'm filming this. All thanks to you. Hey everyone, it's Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome. Hi, how are ya? In today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different. I am going to be talking about my top 10 favorite new features with iOS 10, the iPhone update. I know you all have been eagerly waiting for this. I'm so sorry if you have an Android and you're watching this. I love you too. I'm sorry I don't have an Android. I can't talk about Androids. But before we jump into it, I just want to give a big fat shout out to the sponsor of this video, Audible. Thank you for sponsoring this. Without Audible and other sponsors, you guys, I would not be doing what I'm doing right now. I would not be sitting here in front of you. So thank you for allowing me to sit here in front of you right now, literally. I'm sure so many of you already know what Audible is. So many YouTubers use it and have talked about it. But if you guys don't know what Audible is, it is an audiobook resource. Now they have an unmatched selection of audiobooks. They also have news and comedy and original shows. They have everything. Basically, Audible is your best source for life improving, and I'm going through a phase right now where I need to improve a lot of things in my life, including my phone, because it sucks. Here's a real story of life improvement coming from your girl, Adrienne. An area of my life right now that I've been trying to improve is my finances, and I actually found this amazing book called Rich Bitch by Nicole Lapin. Nicole is a leading expert in finances, and she wrote this awesome book that's super relatable and funny and quirky, but actually teaches you so much about how to like save money, how to finance, all that kind of stuff. I literally have saved money because of this book. So if you guys know of an audiobook that you would like to listen to or download, be sure to use my link to get a free 1-month trial. So basically a free audiobook. The link will be down below and also right here on the screen, audible.com/Finch. And now back to the video. I have been patiently awaiting the release of iOS 10 and honestly the iPhone 7. I haven't ordered it yet, but I know that I need to because this phone is a piece of crap. My iPhone literally has no storage, and I just love how the base storage on the new iPhone 7s is 32 gigabytes. You can't even get a 16 gigabyte anymore, thank goodness, because I never have room for anything on this phone. I hate it. Okay, so there are so many new cool features about iOS 10. I literally don't even have time to get into all of them. To start off, I think the biggest thing that has changed that I love is the messaging features. The first thing that changed is that when you send a text message, you have the option to send it in a different way than just send. So say you type out a message to someone. You can either slam it to them, you can give it to them with invisible ink, you can give it to them loudly or gently. So it's like you can really like talk a lot more, you know? You can say more with less. Did that make sense? I don't know. The next thing that you can also do is send them with animations. You can send them with a shooting star, you can send them with lasers, you can send them with balloons, you can send them with confetti, and you can send them with fireworks. Now, if the person you're sending to hasn't updated their phone yet, it'll just show up in parentheses saying sent with fireworks or whatever, so kind of boring, but pretty cool. My next favorite feature about the messaging is that, first of all, the emojis are larger. That's just awesome. And second of all, if you type something like, oh my God, haha, I have to poop. Okay, I never say that to anyone, but say I did. Then when you type poop, the poop emoji will actually show up in the predictive text. So instead of you having to like scroll through your emojis and find poops, it'll just like show up. That's cool, okay? You can't even argue that that's not cool. So besides just the emojis, the predictive text is a lot smarter. If someone asks you a question via text, the predictive text will kind of predict what your answer would be. So if someone says, do you want chicken soup? It'll pop up being like, yes, no, maybe. Like it kind of knows what you're saying. That's cool, that's cool. The next thing that iOS 10 does, and I know everyone has been so patiently awaiting this, is it finally lets you remove system apps. So you can finally remove all those stupid apps that take up storage on your phone that you don't use. Now, don't quote me on this because I haven't actually tried doing this, but I know you can do it. And the last thing about the messaging feature is that you can draw pictures for people and send them. I don't really know if I'll ever use that, but it's just kind of a cool thing. I don't know, it's there. It's there. The next thing I want to talk about is maps. Now, I have always hated the Apple Maps. I've always used Waze or Google Maps, always, just because it has a better interface, it's just better. But Apple did take a lot of measures to improve the maps. For example, it has a cleaner layout. They give you a bunch of suggestions in the bottom as to what's near you, what's been in your recent history of places you've gone. And not only that, but as you're driving, it's just more intuitive. It kind of tracks you more, you can see more of the streets, it actually has the traffic now, and also, as you're driving, things will pop up like, oh, there's an In-N-Out right there. It takes 2 minutes to get there. So you'll be like, oh, cool, I'm gonna go to In-N-Out. So I guess that's actually like a negative for me because I really could lay off the In-N-Out, but you know, it's cool. The other cool thing about Maps is that it allows you the option of like requesting a ride. So a lot of app companies are a little behind, so it'll take them a while to get to this point. So yeah, you can request a ride through Maps, but you have to have an app that's ready to incorporate that feature, and a lot haven't yet. So just wait patiently for that one. It will be cool. The next thing I want to talk about is the Photos layout. Now, the Photos has a major change, and that is that it created a tab for memories. It's really cool because what it'll do is group your photos or videos into categories based on either the faces, the environment you're in. Not only that, but it actually will edit the footage and the photos together into kind of a little like memorable video. You can put music on it and everything. So for people who don't want to edit stuff together but want memories from a certain event or a certain day, then you can do that. Aside from the memories, the Photos page is just a way cleaner, crisper layout. I like how everything's bigger. You can just see it a lot better. The next thing I want to talk about is the lock screen. So with the new lock screen, you actually just hold your thumb on it and then you have to push it in order to open your phone. The other thing that's different is it allows you to swipe left and right. If you swipe to the left, you get to the camera screen, and if you swipe to the right, you get to a notification screen. Now, we had the notification screen already, but this one is just a little bit bigger, cleaner. I just like the look of it a lot more. It's more of like a command center. I love it. The next thing I want to talk about is the music. Now, personally, I use Spotify, so I don't really use iTunes Music, but if you are someone who does use it, honestly, the look of the new music page is so bomb. So bomb. It's big and beautiful and bubbly and just crispy. I absolutely love it. It categorizes everything a lot better. It just honestly has a cooler look. So if you're into that kind of thing, you'll like it. The next thing I want to talk about is 3D touch, digital touch, whatever they're calling it. I actually did a little bit about this in my last Snapchat hacks video, but the 3D touch feature is so cool because you can just immediately like click on an app, and instead of going into the app and finding the thing you want to do, it'll like give you options like send a text message right there. So it's so nice. In addition, when the text messages pop down at the top of the screen, it'll allow you to reply just like before, but it's just kind of a better screen with a bigger bubble, which is really cool. And the last feature that I'm going to talk about is that Siri has become a lot smarter, and it's so awesome. Honestly, Siri's like that one friend you have who just like kind of is there but isn't really helping you that much, but is supposed to be helping you, but you're kind of like, why are you here? Yeah, that's who Siri is. But now Siri is becoming a lot smarter in terms of working with your apps. So again, this is something that specific app companies are going to have to incorporate into their own software. They'll have to make this possible. So for example, if I want to call an Uber ride and I say, Siri, order me an Uber, like that can't happen now because Uber hasn't incorporated that technology yet. But once Uber incorporates that, you'll be able to be like, Siri, get me an Uber ride, because Siri will be smart enough to be able to like open your Uber app and know how that works. Yeah, okay. So yeah, those are all of the major new features that I have noticed. So far, they're my favorite features. I obviously have only been playing with iOS 10 for like one day, so there's gonna be a ton more. Please leave comments below letting me know what other videos you'd like to see that are kind of tech related. I've done a lot of these so far. If you guys like them, be sure to give this a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to join the hashtag Finch fam, best fam ever. Click subscribe, you know you wanna do it. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Love you so much, bye. I need to get the iPhone 7.